Okay, let's see. I'm just going to work on this for a couple minutes. So, kind of close. Need a little brightness. Hi, Fritchie. How you doing? Let's brighten this up just a little. How you doing? How was your weekend? It is Monday, right? Hi, Janet. 4 minutes early. Yeah, both of us. I thought I'd work on this for a few minutes while I said good morning to everybody. Um, I don't know if I want to do the. I might work on the little lemurs before I do the stenciling. Hi, Laverne, Terry, Brett, Dawn. Anybody else coming in I missed? So I hope everybody had a good weekend. Thought we'd art journal today. I got some happy mail. I got some ideas over here. Got a new magazine. Yeah, we'll see what else we got going on. I was going to work on these. Beth sent me these lemurs and said, "Can you put these in an art journal?" Hi, Gladys. Hi, Green Band in UK. I mean, in Down Under in Oz. Let's see. CK's in Mexico. Angie, Terry, Brett, Pamela. Am I missing anybody? So, yeah, I thought I would just play here for a few minutes while we're waiting for everybody to get in. Hi, Tori. Let's see. I'm now on your lot. Yes, Gladys. Good to have you, Gladys. Gladys leaves nice comments all the time and but says she can't be here on the live, but welcome. I'm glad you made it today. So Silgi, Kathleen. Oh, and I need a little orange for the eyes. Probably pencil. I'll get some pencil for the eyes. Let's see. So yeah, I've been working in the house, getting things done, getting ready for my sister to be here on Friday. Oops, I just banged the camera somehow or moved the cord. Angie. Oh, good. Well, I wish we could see it, Angie, but I don't know where you post. So anyway, yeah, Beth sent me these lemurs, so I glued them in. I glued them in this art journal page that I did the background and thought I would work on it for a few minutes. There's Lady Jan. Hi, Lady Jan. She sent me some happy mail we're going to look at here shortly. Let's see. Who else? So, like I say, good morning to everybody. Welcome everybody in for a few minutes. And yeah. So how's everybody's weekend? Like I said, I've been busy all weekend getting ready for my sister's visit. So I didn't really do any art over the weekend other than this page. So let's see. The alarm worked. Okay. Well, I'm glad you made it in. Hi, Melissa. Let's see. I'm gonna need a black pencil here, a black something here. I got a black. Hi, Debbie. Kat. Uh, Anybody else coming in? I'm gonna get their little eyes done here at least. So I'm painting over them. Pretty much probably gonna cover them up. But yeah, thought it might be fun to work on this a little bit. Plus I got Lady Jan stuff and got a new magazine, and so kind of art journal day. Welcome everybody in. Let's get them some eyes. There we go. I know it's got a there we go. That's better. Had a glare on it. Let me put a paint jar. There we go. Now you can see it better. Put a little paint jar under there, and it's a little bright still. Let me turn that down just a tad. Every time you change from light to dark or dark to light, the light in the camera changes. Hi, Linda Renz, Susan, Anita, Charmaine. Said hi to Deb E. Let's see. I use rice paper on. Okay, Angie. I hope that worked out. Scrolling, trying to catch everybody coming in. Let's see, Becky Hernandez. Who else? So I did talk to Janet. Janet, you want to tell everybody what you're going to do today? I already know. So this time I can say, Janet, what are you going to do today? And she can tell, I don't want to run my journal into that wet paint right there. Let's see, Leona, Mark. Hi, Mark. Let's see. Yeah. And so I already did this background. I already used matte medium and glued some medieval papers down in the background from Portos Medieval Book. And then Beth had sent me these lemurs, so I was working on fixing them up and making them a little more vibrant, because it's the paper that what she sent it on was not very, it wasn't bright. So, So anyway, let me go ahead and just continue working on it for a few minutes while everybody comes in. So if you're talking to me, put it in caps. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top of the chat so you see everything, because if you don't have all messages clicked, you will not see all the chat. And hopefully we'll see how the quality is today, and hopefully we don't have any buffering issues. I did notify StreamYard, and so we'll see how it goes today. Janet will let me know, because the thing is when it does things like buffering or freezing or anything like that, the streamer, like me, cannot see it. We don't see it buffering or freezing or anything like that on our end. So yeah. Let's see. Dory. Let's see. Max. Hi, Max. Am I missing anybody? So yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of play here for a few minutes while we're waiting for everybody to come in. I'll show my happy mail. Get these little nostrils in here. So I did squeeze out some paint colors here to play with the lemurs. Like, let me see, maybe I'll do a little bit here. Stephanie G. Let's see. Stephanie, are you the Stephanie that got the art journal page? Did you get your art journal page where I made, we drew names and you got to and you got an art journal made of your name? Are you the Stephanie with the outer space? Because we have a couple Stephanies and I'm not sure which Stephanie it is. So I'm going to put a little. I know Sue told me she got hers, and I haven't heard from Tina in Sweden. Tina in Sweden also got one, but I don't know if she got hers either. See the difference that makes? Look at the difference that makes. You got it? Okay, good. You might have told me, but I just don't remember. We do go through a lot of people here. So yeah, see the difference a little bit of paint makes? And I'm kind of just dry brushing this on. And I'm trying to prop this up so there's not a no, let's don't get it in the paint there. Let's see. Thanks, Janet. Janet put her channel in there. Janet streams at 1. I think she's going to be doing some watercolor testing and playing today. And so she comes on at 1 Eastern every Monday. So I usually finish up here about 11:30. I usually stream for about 3 hours on Monday and Wednesday. And I say this every now and then, but sometimes I forget. If you go to my channel, I have very few videos. So if you want to see all my 1,000, 1,500, I have 15, 18, 100 videos, you have to click the live tab. under the videos where you are, you'll see video, or you'll see home, video, shorts, live. You have to click the live to see all my videos, or go to the playlist. Go to the playlist and you'll see it all broke down by different things like art journaling, mixed media, collage, coloring. So, my playlist will show you all that too. But if you just go to my channel and look under videos, I think the last thing that's under videos was a Hobby Lobby something about 5 years ago, maybe 6. So just saying, you have to go to the live tab. Hi Melinda. Let's see who else. Kristen. Hope everybody's doing well. Had a good weekend. All right, I'm going to add just a teeny bit of the blue here, this kind of slate blue, because I want to do their little nostrils here, or their little noses, the top of their little noses. So yeah, I really like the way the page turned out, and I'm going to stencil around the edges too with some gold, but I thought I wanted to work on the lemurs first. Let's see. If you don't have one, I'll have one. What? Let's see. If you don't have one, you should. Lady Jan, a wingnut section. Oh no, no wingnut section. Because here's the thing about trying to do too detailed playlist list is we do so many things in 3 hours. A wingnut, if we did a wingnut something happens with the wingnut book, that was probably last 5 minutes in a 3-hour video. So I can't really make a playlist with a 5-minute segment in a 3-hour video. You know what I mean? Let's see. All right. Let's put a little more black up under their little nostrils here, like I did around the eyes. So yeah, I thought I'd just go ahead and do this for a few minutes while everybody was coming in. Let's go ahead and do around their head here a little bit. I've painted lemurs, like, I don't want to say 100 of them, but I've painted a lot of lemurs. This one, I'm just kind of going over this picture that Beth sent, that she wanted me, put this in your art journal. Okay, Beth. So I put it in the art journal. And so I'm going to try to add some contrast here. Oh, hi, Ann Makes. Fritchie D, what am I reading? Well, this week I'm not reading a lot, because I'm getting ready for my sister to visit. So yeah, I have like 3 or 4 books I'm in the middle of, but yeah, really the last couple weeks, I'm just kind of getting ready for my sister's visit. So kind of, I try to read every night, but when you work at, I just haven't had time this last couple weeks. So I did post some books in the community tab. I do try to do that every Sunday afternoon or Monday. I do try to post some books in the community tab that I have and that I like. I don't talk about them or link them or anything. I just post pictures of the covers, and I figure y'all can figure out how to go to Amazon and look them up if you want to know about them. Let's see. Hi, Holly. Let's see. Scrolling back, what I miss. Hermie. Hi, Hermie. See, am I missing anything else? Again, put it in caps if you're talking to me, because otherwise I'm just assuming y'all are talking amongst each other. Hi, Sabrina. More Fabrics. She's where I get my fabulous fabrics from, and I think she's going to start streaming. She does have a YouTube channel, so y'all need to follow her on YouTube. She does YouTube videos, and she has an Etsy shop, and so I think she's gonna start streaming. So hopefully that will happen soon. I think I'm gonna probably have to go turn my air down a little. It's getting a little chilly in here. When I'm running around, it's warm, so I turn it way down. And then when I sit here, it gets a little chilly. Angie's been painting. Let me see. Let me get a sip of my lemon water here. I think Terry Bratt probably has posted new prompts and new little illustrations on her IG. And I think Tori's working on a new um, Procreate video illustration too. Animation, I guess you'd say. So y'all are welcome to put your, name of your IG. You can't post a direct link, but you can put the name of your IG in the chat if you want to promote something that y'all are doing. My IG has just been crazy in this room. I have to walk out. I don't know why. And I know I tell y'all this all the time. I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm hardwiring. I hardwire when I stream, and I have great upload and download from according to speed test. So any issues that I had last week, hopefully will have been resolved. But I don't know what it is, because it's not. I don't think it's on my end because of my speed test is so good. And anyway, so but anyway, my IG, when I have it on Wi-Fi, I have to turn my phone off and, go into data and all that to get on my IG in this room. I step out in the hall and it's fine for Wi-Fi. So I don't know why that is, but even my kids go, why does a Wi-Fi not work with IG in here? Let's see. I finally got Starlink internet in the country. Oh, good. Oh, good. So you're going to be able to stream with, yeah. Let's see, for the last 3 years of good internet, finally got back to going live. Okay, well, it's good. I'm hoping that you do, Selena. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I think I got most of the black for right now. I'm gonna clean out my brush here behind me in my little water bucket. So I'm going to work on this for a couple more minutes. Then we'll do the happy mail and show and tell. And then we'll come back to this because I do want to put gold. I want to put gold stencil in it, amongst it and around it. What's that right there? Little. Okay, so let's see. Let's go into the gray here. And my palette, I have different palettes. This one is a cake plate. It's an acrylic cake plate. I got it at Hobby Lobby when it was like 50% off. They're regularly like $9.99. So I got it for like $5 or $6. And so you can see it's just a piece of acrylic, and it works really well for a palette. And then I also use coffee lids, Let's see. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and flick. I'm going to flick out some around the edges here to kind of bring the fur kind of to life. And we'll put some white in there too. Can y'all see? Let's see. Maybe I should zoom in one while I finish this up. There we go. I just don't want to drag my book through the thing over here. All right, so let's see here. We'll get some of the kind of the gray blue, then we'll put some white. So I'm just kind of making the fur, because when you cut these out, you're not cutting the around every little hair. So you see how it makes the fur. So I thought this kind of would be kind of fun to start the show with. And I don't know what other the next page I'm going to do. This is only my second page in this new journal. Let's put a little highlight on the nose. I did one in it last week. And I'm going to do stenciling around the edges, but that adds, see, it adds a little fur around the edges. All right, so let's see. Is my everybody's not, no one's talking this morning. We have 74 people in here. Are y'all still asleep? Are y'all still sleeping? All right, let's see. Yeah, I got a happy mail from Lady Jan. She sent some stuff to make a journal. I don't know that I'm going to make it today, but I'm going to show y'all everything that's in it and kind of talk about it. So let's see. Oh, look, I forgot there's an ear over here. We'll see. We'll see if I can maybe start to put it together, but we'll see how complicated it gets. All right. I haven't had a chance to really think about it because, like I said, I've been really busy over the weekend and getting ready for my sister. So, yeah, I'm looking for her. I haven't seen her in 3 years since Mom's funeral when we went out to Texas. So it'll be nice to see her again. They only can stay for a long weekend. So they won't be here. She won't be here on Monday when I stream. Let's see. We spent time with a couple of our grandkids yesterday. Oh, nice, Hermie. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Green Band. Let's see. Okay, Chris. Well, it's nice to have you when you don't have to run out the back door. I know CK has it's hard for her to be at anybody's stream with all her classes in Mexico. All right, I think that's enough of the well, maybe a little more here. Let's bring some of this fur out here. It's kind of just dry brushing. Just kind of dry brushing some fur. All right, now I'm going to clean my brush out. And let's see. I miss your. You miss my peppy self? I'm not peppy? I'm not peppy enough? I don't know. No, it was my mom passed away 3 years ago. Selena, I'm not sure what you're sorry about. Let's see. Do you want to know? Yeah, if I am lagging, I will tell StreamYard again because there's nothing I can do about it. So Janet will let me know after the stream. If y'all more than welcome to say that I'm lagging or whatever, but I can't do anything about it. Just FYI. Hi, Bo Beanie. Miriam. Anybody else I'm missing? Okay, let's see here. Let's put some white in here. I'll put some white, the white fur. Kind of popping around the edges. I'm trying to, look at chat, looking for anything in caps so I can say hi to you. Can y'all see how this makes such a big difference from just the flat image? I hope you can tell. Okay, Janet says so far it's been flawless on her end. All right, well, that's good to know, Janet. And I do go back and look. I mean, I go back and scrub through my stream and the chat to check it and everything. But while I'm streaming, I can't tell if it's lagging or anything. Okay, let's put another little highlight on his nose here. So I wanted to get this done before I started in on Happy Mail and other things, because then I won't get back to this. Okay, thanks, Miriam. Thanks, Bo Beanie. So let's put a little more, just a little fur all along his little tail here. There we go. Hi, Susan. Anybody else I missed coming in? And I do want to put some whiskers on them too before I start stenciling. Go around his little face a little. Oh, that might be a little too much right there. That's better. Let's see. Joyce. No, that's only chickens, Miriam. It's only chickens with the conspiracy, not the lemurs. No lemur conspiracies. All right. So yeah, I'm just kind of concentrating on getting this kind of blocked in. I like them to look kind of fuzzy. All right, that might be enough. Oh, let's do one right here. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. What do y'all think? Doesn't that make it look 100% better? All righty. Let's see. Crafty visage. All right, let me clean my brush. All right, let's see. And I know, right, Terry? Right? All right, so, and I have it propped up here so that there's not a glare, just a little bit of a. All right, let me dry this real quick. Then I'll put a little bit of some whiskers. Of course, we did the eyes too. That makes a difference. I did want to do one more thing with the eyes though. And because this is matte craft paint, I'm able to do things with pencil every place. You know, I've got my golden matte medium that I glued everything down, and then I have the craft paint that's matte. So it's not shiny, it's not glossy. So because of that, I can take my color pencil and work on top of it. You'll see. So I'm just going to add a little bit of a just a little bit more on the nose. All right, now I'm going to get a black pencil. No, I don't know if I want a pencil or if I want a, maybe I'll use my new Identa pen. Let's see how that may not be thick enough. We'll see. So I'm going to go in here with the eye. Yeah, that's going to work. And what I like about this new pen is it's waterproof. So when I go to use varnish this, it won't smear. Hi, Joanne. Okay, so I'm going to put some eyebrows or some, here, see if I can hold this up so you can see. Not eyebrows, like just little hairs that come off their eyes. See? Those little hairs. They're not lashes. They're just like wild black hairs, kind of like old men. So let's do a few of those. Okay, and then maybe just a little bit of extended hairs around the eyes here. And then we'll put some whiskers. Okay, now they're whiskers. I'll set the book down to do this. So I want okay, there we go. Oh, I would have had dog hairs. All right, so there we go. And the only thing I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some gold paint stencil, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to do that in a little bit. So I'm going to set this aside for a minute. And, but you can see how, let's see, where's my black pencil? Did I pull a pencil? Where's my black pencil? Hang on. All right. I'm just going to add a little bit of more black right in here. Just to darken up some of that. And I already, I matte mediumed all this down and I painted in. I mean, I still have a few little details to kind of paint in or, blend in here in the background. Like the little flagpole and a few little things here. But all that's been glued down. All right. Okay, I think that's good for now. I'll come back with the gold and the stenciling here in a little bit. Let me find a place to put this so the cat doesn't get into it. If she jumps up here. Hello, Color with Cammie. Who else am I missing? Ego Brain, Tawanda. Hello. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Okay. So now, let's see here. Let me move this. I'm going to set this aside for a little bit. We'll come back to it. All right. So my happy mail I got from Lady Jan. She sent a letter, and I'm going to try to pull each piece one by one as I read her letter. And then if we do anything with it, I also pulled Lovely's tea dyed, coffee dyed, avocado dyed papers as papers. So I got that. And then I also got the new Daphne's diary. Well, it's new to me. It may have been out for a couple weeks. I'm not sure exactly what day it came out. But I got the new Daphne's diary. What else? So looking around, just trying to catch everything to show you. All right, and good morning, everybody in the balcony. So Lady Jan sent me some happy mail over here. I'm going to show as we go. I think I have it kind of in order. I had to kind of get it all in order so I knew what was going on. Okay. So what the heck? And let me see. Let me find her here. Where's Lady Jan? So I can click on her. She does not have a YouTube channel. Well, she doesn't make videos. She does have an Instagram. She has 2 Instagrams, actually. Well, I'm scrolling back, trying to find her now. Let's see. Well, I'm not seeing her. Oh, there she is. So she has 2 Instagram channels, and she makes some awesome nature tags, which I'm always after her to make into a book. She hasn't done that yet, but she needs to. Okay, let's see here. Scroll the way back down. All right, so I'm going to read her letter here. And, okay. So what the heck am I sending you this time? Lady Jan's also the one that made my CAD fail book. If y'all have seen me show that quite a few times, the CAD fail book. And she's also the one that made that book, which is amazing. Seeing that you are doing some medieval-y type stuffage, I thought you might like to find some in your quail mail. And so she, that's what is quail mail from Jan and Mr. Bear. Let's see. Thank you for... Tawanda, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you got your happy mail. Contents are 8 pages of colored medieval design, harvested from a flea market find. So she sent a bunch of these, and there was lavender. She had her homegrown lavender in the envelope, which, by the way, went all over my table and all over the floor because I didn't know it was in there. So thank you, Lady Jan. It smelled wonderful. It smelled wonderful, though. And it's still, you can still smell lavender. So she sent some pages of medieval, like it's like clip art. Oh, I think there's some of that. So she sent these. It says 8 pages. Well, oh, here's some more. I know I counted it. I've organized everything. So she sent all these. So these will be good to put in a medieval type book. I love illuminated alphabets and illuminated letters. So, and all the medievalness. Quail mail glitter. Yes, Lady Jan. That's quail mail glitter is lavender. And I can still smell it on it. It smells amazing. Okay, so there's 8 pages of colored medieval designs harvested from a flea market. She sent 2. Let's see. Oh, number 2 is Tim Holtz Ideology masks. So she sent these masks. Tim Holtz alphabet masks here. That's in here. You can't, it's hard to see. Well, let's see. Maybe there we go. Well, there you go. You can see it there. So it's alphabet masks, which I'm really looking forward to using on the jelly plate. Looking forward to using that on the jelly plate. And then there's the crown and the flourish. And she said, the backstory, years ago when I ordered from Tim online, I noticed that his payment software did not include tax. Lady Jan is in Canada. So I emailed him a note to let him know. And as a thank you, he sent a whole whack of stuff like the mask. I thought you might like them. So I will love these on jelly plating. I'm excited about that. Okay, so there's that. Brown envelopes. I tried to keep them in order so I could pull each thing. Okay, so this little brown envelope, which is, she has the washi. Let me cut the washi tape so you can see. I want to keep the little folder here because she sent some cat and paste. So let's see here. I was going to try. There we go. So she sent this real ginkgo leaf and a feather. So that can make it into a journal. Look how flat that is. That's awesome, Jan. So she sent that. Okay, let's see. Then the brown envelope, the washi tape closure, contains a dried ginkgo leaf from my goth daughter Shannon's garden, and a wee envy containing one of Quentin the quail feathers. Okay, so then number 4 is 3 pages of Ciao Bella rice paper. Y'all know Ciao Bella. They have amazing rice papers. I have had some of these before. Hi, Raul. Thank you, Raul. Thank you for the happy marvelous Monday. Happy super chat. Thank you so much, Raul. I do appreciate that. And hi, Arlene. Who else am I missing? Thank you, Raul. Hope you're doing well. These are the Ciao Bella tissue. They're like rice paper, is what they are. They're like a tissue paper, and they're very sturdy rice papers. So she sent some of those. Let's see. Then she sent some Rosalind Chapel. If y'all know, when she went over to visit. She went to Rosalind Chapel. She followed the steps of Cadfael in UK when they've gone. I think what 2 or 3 times, Lady Jan. How many times have y'all gone over there? So she sent me the brochure from Rosalind Chapel. Oh, is that a little tree? What is that? What is this little tiny tree? Oh my gosh, Lady Jan. It was just there. It was just a little tree. And so I got the whole brochure of all of Rosalind Chapel. And here's a picture. Let's see. So, Tori, who are you looking for? You need an email address for somebody? I just saw Tori asking for an email. Oh, haven't seen Flo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Flo has been. I know. So Rosalind Chapel brochure and a little tree. Let's just put that in there. Let's see. Then a Burton on the Water UK sheep. So it's a little piece of. It's like a piece of wallpaper, but it's sheep. Look, with the wool, and they're wearing all the sweaters. That's so cute. So there's that, and I'm not sure. She didn't mention the. Okay, so for the sheep, I wandered into a shop and saw this lovely bit of paper full of sheep in sweaters, which was quite apt considering. I also bought a sweater in another shop next door, as I was so cold. And then there's this piece of butterfly paper. Then she made a dragon Dory. So it's like a Midori, where you put your signatures in. And it's a dragon Dory. So let's see. It goes this way, right? It goes, yeah, there we go. I had it upside down. So yeah. So you can add your signatures in here if we make that. And then she said, and a bookmark. Here's a bookmark. A dragon Dory and bookmark with extra strings and ties. I had made one for my trip and it worked out well, so thought you might like to have one too. So she sent some different strings and ties and extra, elastics. A couple of pipettes for ink or whatever you wish to make. I find them invaluable for filling water brushes. Yes, they are. They are, especially like I like to use them if I have an ink bottle, an ink jar, and I don't have. It doesn't come with the little squeeze top. Then I can squeeze them out into my soapstone to do calligraphy or paint with. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I'm not seeing anything in caps. Let's see. The sheep will go with your tall rabbits. And I forgot to show y'all that again as well, that page. I'll show it again in a minute. Then she sent an accordion envelope flip file book thingy with many pockets. You may find a familiar face or two within. So she said, side note on the title page, ephemera. I've been trying to produce an ink from the local holly grape berries that with the berries have an intense purple juice. Think blackberry. The ink comes out as various shades of sage green, as you can see. Oh, well, back to my underground lab. Tinker Tinker. I think that's all, and I'm going to read her intro page here in a minute. I think that's all the news that fits, so we'll sign off with apologies for not being very visible as late. I may have done my left rotator cuff in due to all the pulling my luggage, even on wheels, through the airports. So typing and sitting for long stretches hard now. Bear hugs and blessings. Later, Jan. P.S. Mr. Bear waves and says hello. So here's her intro letter. I wanted to read all the contents of the Happy Mail, so that's why we did this first. So here's the ephemera flip book. So it's like a little kind of like a little accordion type book, and she's got all kinds of the pictures. And isn't that you, Lady Jan? You look a little your hair's that's not you, is it? Your hair's different. Maybe it's just piled up. I'm not sure. There's Cadfael from this TV series. And then there's all kinds of little pockets here, so you can, put your ephemera in it. And yeah, then here's I think it's, is it glued in? I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. From Cadfael's garden. He was an herbalist. If y'all don't know Cadfael, he was an herbalist, and it's mysteries written by Ellis Peters. And her books were based on, I don't know, 12th century, I think, 12th century. And he solved murders, and he was a monk. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that Ellis Peters there? Okay. I sent Jan, I don't have a picture of her because I sent you the book. I bought a book on Ellis Peters, a biography, and I sent it to Lady Jan. Was this in the book? Okay. Thank you, Lady Jan. I was gonna say, no, her hair's here's Lady Jan. You can't always see her there, but she's sitting there arting. So let me read her intro here, and then here is the last lingering sweet secret smile of summer. So these are her pictures and everything. Summer's definitely on her way out, so the evening crickets say. Insert sad face. That may be, but we are now in the embrace of the early Indian summer with its warm and coolish nights. It's just gone on 7:30 p.m. and I'm writing to you out back on our gazebo, where this afternoon I spent about 3 hours processing Bartlett pears from our neighbor's overloaded tree. I have so far put up a ginormous freezer bag full. These are earmarked for pear butter. And over in Big Bertha, my large hydrator, I have 3 full trays of pears drying. Though we have had blessed rain off and on this past week, we did manage to snatch a few sunny days and head out to another favorite getaway, Stoltz Pool in the Cowichan River Park. See photo above. While Mr. Bear reads, I spread out my art supplies and contemplate, tag or project or read. These are the 3 things that make this picnic site relatively quiet. We are often the only ones here. Number 1, no Wi-Fi or cell signal. Number 2, a pit toilet only. Number 3, you have to bring your own water. I have found greater creativity out there if I'm not online. I can only use my phone to take pictures and listen to music that I've downloaded, which is what I'm doing here. And look at my new throne. Mr. Bear spotted it at Walmart while he was there getting a replacement for his camp chair. He actually videoed me and said, would I like it? Well, what do you think? Of course. LOL. He's a very thoughtful bear. The reason for the throne is my left shoulder injury, which she's told later in the letter, where she heard it lugging luggage around Europe a couple months ago. So there she is right there. So there's our Lady Jan. So thank you, Lady Jan and Mr. Bear. Yeah, that's her real name, right? Yeah, Ellis Peters' real name. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't remember what she looked like. Reading the book, and then I sent it to you. So, and I'm glad I got there. It took a month, didn't it, to get there? Let's see. Okay, Green Band, thanks for coming in. Sleep well. Let's see. Who else? Am I missing anything else? Yes, Susan, they are great books. I read them back in the 80s and early 90s. So I started trying to recollect them because I most of them I just checked out of the library. I'd read a couple paperbacks, and most of the time that I've seen them, other than in the library, are the little paperbacks. They don't come in the, now what we just call soft cover, a nice good size book with that you can read easily. This is back when they were, paperbacks that were this big. And I can still read them and see them, but it's not fun to read something so tiny. So I try to avoid reading those little tiny paperbacks anymore. So yeah, but I do have a couple of hardbacks around, and I think I have the very first paperback that she wrote about Cadfael. So there's our little happy mail from Lady Jan. We might try to put something together using lovely, and it's www.lovely's crafting lodge if you like. I showed this a couple weeks ago. Tea dyed and avocado dyed envelopes and papers, and they're really cool, very cool. And so if you like these kind of tea dyed and coffee dyed and avocado dyed papers, you can go over to Lovely's Crafting Lodge .store. So yeah, there's those. So we might do something with that. And oh, thanks, Lady Jan. So sweet of you. It's very sweet of you to share all these goodies and to make the little book too, the little ephemera book. And I hope your ink is working out. That's very cool that the berry juice is purple, but then it turns like this sage green. That's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah. 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 The book I sent Jan took a month to get to her. I was hoping, because I can't insure it or nothing. When that's the thing why I don't do international commissions. I don't have a way to really track them and trace them and all that without paying, hundreds of dollars to do so. So I was glad that the book got to Jan. Let's see. Yeah, wasn't it, Janet? Let's see. Okay, I think I'm caught up with everything. Again, put it in caps if you're talking to me. So we might put something together with the dragon, Dory, the dragon Dory. Make some signatures with and I'll put this, let me see if I need to cut a piece here. I really like this for the tie, to tie around it. Let's see. To tie around the dragon Dory. For a closure. If I can get a bow out of that. Maybe not. I might just have to, well, I don't want to tie a knot because I'm going to have to loosen it. Let's see. Get a half bow. There we go. So we can make a little journal out of this with the papers here and some of the faux ephemera. Okay, so we're going to work on that here in a minute. Do a little bit of that. I want to finish up the Lemur page. Let's see. So let me show y'all real quick the Daphne's Diary. This is the newest one that I've seen. And my Books A Million gets these about a couple weeks after I see other people showing them. It's number 5 is the issue number. They don't really date them, like Somerset Studio will put June through July or August, or they'll put the 3 or 4 months that it's for, but they don't do that on this. So it's just number 5 for the year 2024. So I'm going to flip through this real quick. Let's turn the brightness back up now since we're got white paper. Let me know if that did anything, Janet. So, but they always have places they visit. They have recipes. They have florals. They have, like, here's to make a little beehive. They have craft projects, floral projects. Here's some, what do you call it? A card. Let's see. I haven't taken anything out of any of it yet, but here's like a card, and you can cut that down and make a card here with these. When you cut it down, well, here, let me just do this real quick. I'm not going to understand. Hello, Ruth. Who else am I missing? That this way, if you cut this off right here, then the wings overlap. So let's just go ahead and do this. But yeah, Daphne's Diary always has something very cool in it to craft, cut out, extra papers in the back, a pull-out, fold-out poster, which I usually give to Samantha so she can put it on her bulletin board, although I'm not sure she has a bulletin board in her new place. I'll have to ask her. Okay, so now let's go ahead and fold it on the fold there. Let me get there's a clean bone folder. You really should start in the middle so that there we go. So where I cut it right there, you see, it cut around the wings. And the same thing with this bird one. You can do the same thing with it. So you can see. I'll just fold it for now. So a couple cards in here. Let's see. Some recipes. All kinds of little crafty project posts from friends. Garden pictures. Different flowers. What they mean. Book arts. 7 memories book art. And different kinds of junk journals, and y'all know the deal. But these are very, very, very pretty. Let's see who makes these. Let's see if I can find her. She has an IG or something. I'm looking for an IG or some kind of location. Well, I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing anything? Well, her name is Amparo Galen from Spain. Makes beautiful books. But I don't see any information on where you can find her. I don't see an IG. Maybe it's somewhere in the index or something. Oh, more information on page 126. Let's see. Let's see if we can find more information. Here we go. And this is page 34. 7 Memories Book Art. www.7memoriesbookart.com. Oh, there's Instagram, same name. 7 Memories Book Art. That's the name, her name. Very cool, right? Let's see if I see anything. I'm not seeing anything else. Okay, tips for cooler nights. Here's some washi. Let's see. Does it come? Is it going to be on a? Is it going to be on a? No, it's not on a perforation, but I think I can get it there. So some washi tapes. Some washi tapes. Baking, bumblebees. I love this because I love these bees. I'll probably cut these bees out and put them in a journal with maybe the information. Write out some of the information on the bees. You'll know my Save the Bees page I did here not too long ago. Let's see. the little, some kind of little bingo. Oh, I guess you're supposed to find all these things throughout the book. Florals, looks like dried flowers, clay doilies, putting your doilies in clay. Of course, I don't do any clay. I used to do some polymer clay. Yeah, especially since she's in Spain, where you are, Raul. Cyclist, passion for paper, cutting out little paper things. Very cool. I will read that. Flowers for bees, more things on the bees. New York Cafe in Budapest. Let's see. Here are fun to cut out and display little tiles. Little tiles, very cute. Sand castles. So, yeah. More, these recipe cards punch out. They punch out. Here's a punch out of a scene of violins and cellos. That punches out. There's a color book page. So you see, you get a lot of different things in Daphne's diary. Making the cyanotype. That's what Samantha does. Well, I don't think she's doing it right now. She's back into a whole nother semester, 5 new classes, and she made the dean's list. So congratulations again, Samantha, for making the dean's list. And then she's all into reading too now. So she's probably not doing this at this moment in her life, in her busy little life. So yeah, we were real proud of her making the dean's list. Let's see, watercolor, birds and florals. See, they just only have a couple pages for each thing, and so they pack a lot in it. Here's a little September birthday calendar. Here's some little shells. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with those yet, but here I haven't even looked at the poster, so let's see what the poster is of. That's usually seasonal. Let's see here. I can get it to chair straight. And like I said, I usually give these to Samantha to do with whatever. So here is Azulejos to cool down. Not sure. But they look like little stained glass things. So I will give that to her. And this washi tape, she'll like that. We'll set that to the side. Let's see what else here. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. How did your girl with the pearl earring turn out? I think this was from another issue. They had you painting those, I think. Little packets of garden fun, little seed packets, and then the backs are papers. I think I'm going to send these to Lady Jan. Let me get a knife to cut it. I'm going to send these to Lady Jan, the little seed packets and these pretty papers, to thank her for sending me this art journal stuff. What do you think, Lady Jan? Do you like that? Let's see. Here's the cover sheet. And then you'll have to fussy cut them out yourself. I don't know if she's still here. She might have had to leave. But there's really pretty papers on the back. So I'm going to send those to you, Jan. Send you some seed packets. It just says garden seeds on it. So you can put whatever kind of garden seeds you want. But they're very pretty. Can y'all see those? So we'll fold this in half and send this to Lady Jan. Let's see. Those little tiles look like Spanish tiles we use for house here in Spain, especially southern Spain. Okay, little tiles. That's what they look like. Tiles are little, faux, what do you call it? Stained glass. Jan spells her name this way. Lady True North, if you want to find her on IG. Okay, you're welcome. I figured you would like them. All right, so there we go. So that is the new Daphne's Diary. And so let's set this aside for just a second here while I finish up my Lemurs. And I did, oh, I should go ahead and varnish it too, so you could see me varnish one. All right, let's go back to turning down the brightness again. Let's zoom out just a little. There we go. How's that? Let's grab the light correction. There we go. And so I did finish the other one and varnish the other one that I did, was it last week or the week before? Here's the one that I did from the Collage Soup. I'm trying to think of what it was called. Woodland Wonders. The Woodland Wonders Collage Soup ephemera book. This. So, when I saw this quote here, I had to do these tall bunnies. I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. So we did this one last week, and I did varnish it, so it is shiny. And I'm sorry, that just tickled me so much, those bunnies. All right, so this is what, and this is in the Dilutions. That's I painted red. The Dilutions. Oh, let's see. Let me see if I have a thing here so you can see. I try to keep. Yeah, I did keep the cover. Here we go. The Dilutions Creative Journal. Now, their newest one, which I showed last week too, their newest one has graph and grid. Has graph, grid, and ledger paper in it. Okay. This is their older one. Okay. This Ranger produced it. Dilutions Creative Journal. It has 64 pages, and it doesn't really say the cardstock weight, but it's kind of like the weight of a file folder, a file, a manila file folder. It's kind of that weight of paper. It's pretty thick. So, and I just kind of do this to, if it was curled on the edges, but by the time you work on the back side, these pages stay nice and flat. All right, so let's go back to this one that I'm almost done with. Let's see here. Grab the light again. Let's see. So let's see okay, she said she'd like those. Hi, Fernando. How you doing? Good to see you. Anybody else popping in that I might have missed? Trying to squeeze in, getting some stuff in here. Get some stuff done. Like I said, I've been really swamped getting ready for my sister's visit, which is fine. All right, let me move these little pipettes. They're rolling around over here. Where'd the other one go? Where's that other little pipette? Lady Jane, there it is. Let me move those out of the way. All right. So we're going to work in this here and try to make something with that. No plan, so it's going to be a free, we're just going to wing it because I have no plans for this little dragon journal, but we'll see what we can do. All right, let's see. Let's move these over here. Let's get back to Samantha. All right. All right, I think we've got everything situated. Teeny. Hi, Teeny. Okay. So what I want to do now is I might want to get my pencil, and I just want to kind of get a couple little areas here and there where, I cut around and glued these in, and they just need a little bit more definition around the edges. So they're nice and crisp in there. And then this is some of the papers that were in the background papers in the book. And let's see, do I want a couple? Let me see, where's my thin Posca here? I might put a couple little where the flag poles and posts and turrets and little tower. I'm not sure what the little poles are actually called, but I'm going to make them more pronounced there. All right, that's pretty much all I'm going to do because I already painted all the background black already with black paint when I glued everything down. All right. Thank you, Teeny. They were a picture that Beth sent me, and I painted over them all. So they've been painted in. Painted in. Let me get a sip of my water. All right. Let's see. Find something to put the gold. Let's see, is that still wet? I don't want to put. No, it's not. All right, so I'm going to put out a little bit of gold paint. And I'm going to use this stencil. Get a piece of sponge. And the sponge is clean. It's just stained. Hi, Tex. Thanks, Debbie. Anybody I missed, thank you, everybody, for being here. All right, so I am going to, I think I should put, let me see, do I have the wax? Here, some wax paper. Let's put some wax paper around the edge so I don't glue pages shut. I don't want to glue the pages shut with paint overlapping. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to get some gold paint on the little sponge here and stencil around all the edges. Now I'm going to kind of try to pick some of the flowers around the edge to show. Can you see that right there? So I'm just going to kind of be a little careful and go around. Let's see, right about there. I think I can get that edge. Where I painted the edges black and carefully lift it up. Now there's no water in this paint. If you add water to a craft paint or acrylic paint and try to stencil, it's all going to leak up under the stencil. So this is not like ink where you can take the little brush and just, brush it on. It'll go up underneath if you're not careful. So I'm trying to be a little careful here. Let's get one more right here. As the paint's just very, very dry. All right, let's see. I think I might get some up in there too. Now I am going to get a paper towel and keep this kind of clean because if I don't, it's going to make a mess all over. Let's see. All righty. I haven't seen Biddy Penny this morning. I was hoping she'd pop in. She might have to get her kids to school and everything. But if y'all missed last week, Biddy Penny started selling her own papers and some other things too. It's kind of like she has like a boutique type of a shop. So if you go to biddypenny.com, I did buy some of her papers. And when they come in, I'll show them. So yeah, Biddy Penny has some papers for sale. You can go look at them on her shop, and you have to kind of click over to, I don't know what page they're on. She's got 6 or 7 or 8 pages, I think. I don't remember. But anyway, click over and you'll find her papers. And that's what I bought. I bought some of her papers. All right, let's see here. So I dried this off so I don't have to worry about it, transferring in any place I don't want. And let's just kind of go in here. And where there's black background, I'm just going to tap in a little bit of the gold. Kind of just here and there. But I'm going to try to be careful. Let me come back over here again and try to keep the stencil from leaking, all over the place. So there we go. All right, let's go right in here. Right down the center. Now that's going to be a little trickier. Let's see if I can get right in the center there. There we go. When you probably can't see it right now, but when I tilt it, you'll see the gold. So give me just a minute to get this put down. Right along the edge. And be careful again. I want to Keep the stencil kind of clean. Let's see. Can you do watercolors with stencil? Well, it'll just leak underneath, Cindy. It would just leak, seep under. Watercolors are just going to seep under. You have to use ink or thicker paint, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't know. Pretty much. The water would just leak up underneath of your stencil. Okay, let's go over here. I'm lifting it carefully let me clean it one more time. I'm lifting it carefully so it doesn't smear, because this is all still wet until I dry, till I hit it with the heat gun. It's going to be easily moved around. Okay. All right, I want to come down here very carefully. Okay. No, I don't think I need any on the bottom. Maybe I need one more little flower right there. Oops, see, I'm trying to avoid doing that. That's what I just did. I just smeared it. All right, let's wipe that off and start that over. All right. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Biddy was online this morning, but only for an hour. Yeah, Susan, I'm sure she's, hi, CB, having to get the kids to school and all that. Okay, so let's move this. Should have put the thing under there, but that's okay. All right, so there we go. So you see the stencil? The stencil, see, it needs a little bit more right there. Needs a little bit more right in here. And right in here. Okay. So yeah, all that gold. So, and I do like the way my painted out lemurs turned out. Oh, thank you, Roland. Well, it's going to look even better when I put the varnish on it. But let's dry this first. Okay. Let me put my wax paper back in the back here. And let's dry this. Well, I have to get that wax paper back out when I varnish. Just want to make sure it's dry before I throw varnish on it. Okay, let's see. I'm not seeing anything in caps. All right, let me put these back under. Put my sponge in the water. Oh. Move my chair up here. Is that going to be big enough? Maybe. Let's see. Let's go off the edge. I think that's big enough to cover. So I can put the varnish on. Okay, so I'm just kind of bending the pages. They flatten out so easily because they're so thick. These pages are very thick. All right, varnish. And a couple more baby wipes. So yeah, I got the power washing people coming tomorrow, power wash the driveway. And I got the carpet cleaners coming tomorrow, and I think Hubster scheduled them at the same time, and that's not going to work because a carpet cleaner can't park his van in my driveway, and the power wash people power wash the driveway with the van sitting there. So lots going on before my sister gets here. All right, let's see. All right, so this is the varnish I use, the Dura Art Americana Dura Clear High Gloss. And it doesn't have to be this brand. But the thing is you want to make sure, especially in your art journal pages, that you use a water. Oh, thanks, Fernando. That it has to be a water base. You want a water-based varnish because this will not stick your pages together as long as you make sure your pages are dry. There is no sticking at all. But you have to make sure, don't close the book for some hours. Let the varnish really dry. I can't say that enough. All right, so what I do is I just, most of the time, even on big pieces, I just use my finger to smooth out the varnish. If you use a brush, you don't want to touch the varnish, use a foam brush so it won't leave streaks, so it won't leave brush marks. Maybe you don't care if it has brush marks. That's fine too. I just don't want brush marks. So I put like a circle on something this big. If it's just a little card, like a little ATC or a postcard, I'll put like a size of a quarter, $50 right in the middle and just work it out. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the middle and just kind of go all the way around both sides here. You can do one side at a time. And you can feel where it's dry. So if it's not all the way, if you haven't covered a section, you can feel it. It's, because where you put the varnish as slick as can be, right? And I'm just taking one finger and just moving it all the way out, smoothing it out to the edges. This is why you want your wax paper there. Just keep going all the way, and it will level out. It has a little bit of milkiness to it. It will dry 100% clear. So I go both ways, up and down, and then sideways a couple times. So there's plenty on here that I can do this. This is why you have to have, like my pen is waterproof. I'm using acrylic paint. It's waterproof. Because if you did this on top of a water-based, color stick or something, if you did, I got a little bit on my sleeve. Let me wipe this off. It would smear. Okay, it would smear. You have to have waterproof paint and stuff. Otherwise, you're just going to be smearing it around. All right, let's see. Let me get my little, hold my bracelet so that these sleeves are really long. So I'm kind of trying to, all right. So then what you can do is, what I'm going to do is let's make sure I don't have too much in the crevice there. I'm going to hold it over here by the window and look at it at an angle so I can see if I've missed any spots. And I can see that just easily in the sunlight. If I've missed any little spots, I can see it when I tilt it in the sun. So I think I got it pretty well. So see, and it will all level out, be nice and smooth. Now you'll still be able to see cut edges of paper, more so than torn edges of paper. You will be able to see some of the cut edges of paper, but that's the nature of collage. So there we go. That's finished. So yeah, all varnished. I'll set it to the side, let it dry for some hours. And yeah, so thanks, Beth, for lemurs, which I painted over. All right, let's see. Where can I put this? Up here. All right, out of the way. All right, so now let's see here what our baby wipe. There we go. Let's put the varnish away. Y'all have any questions or anything before we continue on? Thank you, Tori. Oh, did anybody want some prompts? I know Terry and sometimes some of the others do the prompts. I can at least give them to you. Y'all can write them down. I can give y'all the prompts to write down, whether you use them now or later or whatever. Let's see, where can I put this? So we've been given prompts out of a couple things. One is out of the 500 Fantasy Writing Prompt Workbook and out of my, I don't know, 200 or 300 prompts in this bowl. So we've been doing, Terry, you can pick the page. I'll just let Terry pick them. She's the one that mostly does them. And don't y'all ever feel obligated to work on these at any, but write them down and keep them in your Society of Idea Collector notebook so that you have ideas when you don't have ideas. And speaking of, don't forget, guys, that you have till October 19th, so you still have another month or so to get the stamped postcard swap to Janet. If you want to know more details about it, go to my community tab. And it's about maybe four back. There's nothing on my community tab but books and the postcard information. That's anything recent anyway. So if you want to find out about the stamp postcard swap, where you send 5 postcards to Janet, you get 4 back. It just has to, the only requirement is fall or Halloween is the theme, and have some kind of stamped image, whether it's a stamped rubber stamp, foam stamp, carved stamp. I hand carved mine. Let me show you mine. Janet's already shown mine. Here's a mine. This is what I sent in. I have a hand carved pumpkin and a hand carved cat. And so this was my postcard. I did a happy Cattober. So this was my postcard for the swap. So you need to get those to Janet by October 19th. Okay, Terry, here we go. Between pages 12 and 295, these are the pages we've already called out. And 1 or 2 just means that there's more than one prompt on a page. So we pick a page. Oh, thank you, Bees Coloring Hive. Thank you so much. If you will send me your address, I will send you out a thank you. Let me put my email in here. If you will send me your address, I may have it, but I don't. If I have sent you something, it's been long enough where just resend it to me. I'm writing you down. Bees Coloring. Thank you, Bee. So I guess you're in the UK. Bees Coloring Hive. Thank you. I think I follow your channel, but I don't know if I've ever sent you any happy mail. So send me your address again, and I will send you out some happy mail. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I do appreciate that. I know, right, Janet? Janet goes, that's so sweet of you. Sweet like honey. Sweet like honeybee. Thank you, Janet. Okay, so can I see the pages we've done? Yeah, here we go. All right, so she picked page 53. So page 53 does it have more than one? It just has one. Okay, so page 53. I'm trying to write them down so we know which ones we've called out before. Okay, here we go. Page 53. Here's the 500 fantasy writing prompts, which you can use. You can use the writing prompts for, illustrations, a comic page, a story, anything. Thanks, B. Okay, here's the prompt. He's a good person. He tried to kill us multiple times. We all have our faults. Jeez. Oh my gosh. So that's the fantasy prompt. So I didn't pick it. And so you can write it down. You can write a story, make a comic, an illustration, whatever is inspirational to you. And then we pick five cards, and I suggest of the 5, you use 3. Use 3 of the 5. And or you can use all 5, but I suggest you use at least 3 of the 5. So here we go. I pick them off the top. Here we go. Float, lotus, hunger, shoes, and lobster. Float, lotus, hunger, shoes, lobster. There's the 5 prompts. And you can combine them in any way. You can use 3, 4, 5, whatever. Or use 1 if you want. But there they are for you to use. Janet. So write those down so that when you don't have any ideas, then you'll have your Society of Idea Collector notebook where you'll have all your ideas. All righty. So there we go. There's the prompt. Oh, put that up. All right. Let's see. Now let's look at some papers here and see what we can do to make us a little book with the dragon Dory that Lady Jan sent. So it's a plastic cover. I think she's laminated it. She put the little not brads, the little stopper. I can't think of what these are called. One of y'all will know. And so yeah, and she's got enough in here for a couple of signatures, 2 of those. And yeah, hi St. Jane. Who else am I missing? Anybody? Eyelets. Thank you, Jane. Eyelets. Yeah, some eyelets there. I do have a crocodile. I haven't used an eyelet in I don't even know how long. So yeah, that's very cool, Lady Jan. All right, so let's try to start with. Let's start with some of Lovely's crafting papers to make the signatures. And so she even sent a little dyed doily. I don't know, maybe we can make a pocket. We'll see. It just kind of goes with it. She's got some envelopes in here, some recipe cards that she's dyed all these with either coffee. Here's some, if y'all want to take there's her Q card code. I'll get it out. Or if you want to go to Lovely's Crafting Lodge store to find her papers. Let's see. I love all the coffee dyed papers. Yeah. So thank you, Lovely, for sending these. She sent these a couple weeks ago. So I knew we'd eventually use them. So let's see how big we need to have to cut these down. But I think we're going to try to make a journal with all these papers. Now, let's see. Let's see what size do we need. I'm going to fold one down. They just need to be a little, just a smidge smaller than this. So let's just, I think if I fold them in half and then just trim them down maybe just a tiny bit, because they're going to go, they're going to go in the elastic, right? And then let's see how small they need to be this way. I like to leave a little bit of like maybe at least an 1/8 or so edge. Somebody texting me. Let me see if that's it's family doing it. Okay, so there we go. Let me get my trimmer, and we will see what we shall see. All right, so I'm going to trim off just a little bit of this, and there are holes. This is a notebook paper, but this is going to be like a junk journal kind of thing. All right, so now I'm going to trim off just a little. So I need to be about 5 inches. 5 by 7.5, or a little over 7.5. Let's see how that's going to go. Maybe I should do it 7.5. I did miss a little piece of that trimming right there. Okay, so what I say, 5 by 7.5. So I'm going to trim just a little more. There we go. So 5 by 7.5. So if I trim them all down to that, that's what we're going to do. All right. We're going to build it into some signatures. I'm going to make 2 signatures. All right, so I'm just going to go and fold them all. Let's just do all of them. I can do more than one at a time. Oh, we kind of flashed out here a little bit, right? Let's see. So we're going to use Lovely's Lovely paper. Oh, there's Lovely. Hi, Lovely. We're using your papers to make a journal. Lady Jan sent me a Dragon Dory. She sent this Dragon Dory. So I'm cutting down your papers, and we're going to make it like a medieval type. Yes, it does. Your paper looks familiar. So we're going to make 2 signatures out of all this. I think I'm going to use it all. Maybe save 1 or 2 pieces because I want to keep your what you call it, your little card here. Where'd I put it now? Here we go. I want to keep your card with 1, so I'll put that. And I might even use one or 2 of the envelopes. Got pocket. We can use these for pockets. But I want to keep. Let me put a paper clip. Let me put a paper clip on this because if I'm going to use all the papers, I'm not going to have. There we go. We'll keep that to the side. All right. I'm going to fold 2 at a time here. Then we're going to rearrange them so they're different. Alrighty. That one's a little small, but I'm going to measure them all out the same size. So. Although we could make them different sizes. Doesn't that sound crunchily delicious? We're going to make them all 5 by 7.5. Then we're going to refold the signatures. Okay, so 7.5 by 5. Because we're making them all fit in that book. And we're going to use some of Lady Jan's stuff, the ephemera and things. All right, let's get them all cut down. So do 2 at a time. There's 2 in there. There's 2 in there. Y'all still with the tour? You got new colors? Make sure and check out Lovely's shop. She says she has new colors. I like these colors for what I'm doing because I want it to be like a medieval, with the dragon journal. Okay, 7.5. And that one's already done. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Now, we got 2. So we're going to make 2 signatures. So let's see. I got a couple of these crunchy ones. I want those to be, in each signature. Okay, there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of each of these, one extra. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to put, let me see, which pig do I want at the front? I think I'm going to flip this one around. Oh, I got 2 in there. Let's flip this one over. Got 2 in there, so we might have to recount. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Let's flip this around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take some of these out. So there'll be about 9 in each one. 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9 or 10 in each signature. Okay. So, do I want to ink all the edges? Maybe. Let's see. This one needs to be moved down. There we go. Do I want to ink the edges? I need one more out of here, I think, to go over here. Feels thicker. This one just feels like it needs one more over here. Okay. So, should I ink the edges? What do y'all think? I don't have to ink them. Hi, Devin. I don't have to ink them all right now, but I can start inking them just so you can kind of see what they're going to look like. And I could ink them in different colors. What do you think? Should I ink them in different colors? Maybe. Let's do a couple. And see, I like how they stick out like that a little bit, so you'll see the different colors. I think that might be good. We're going to do that. All right. Let's move some stuff out of the way. Hang on. Move this stencil. And we can use some of her different things that she sent. Here's the bookmark that goes with it. I got lovely envelopes. And then Lady Jan also sent, I don't know that I'll use this. This one I could do in the medieval. I might use this. Okay, these 2, no. And then I got all the medieval ephemera here. And these I'm going to use, I don't know, maybe the crown and the flourish might be good in this. But I'm going to save the alphabets. I'm going to use these alphabet masks in jelly plating. So I'm going to put that over here with the jelly plating. All right. So let's see what we can do here, shall we? Looking, I don't see anything in caps. You want me to ink the edges? Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to get out my brushes, although I do have a couple of Distress Oxides in here and some other, my stamp, acrylics and all that. So I'm going to move that over here. I'm going to get out my oxides. Let's do oxides, I think. All right, so I'm going to look at the colors and pick colors based on, I have the Distress inks, the Distress, just regular Distress, these just Distress inks, but I think I'm going to use a Distress Oxide. So here's Fossilized Amber. Let's see, do I want, okay. Rusty Hinge, that's a kind of an orange color. I'm looking at the cover here and trying to see what I can find that I have similar. So I don't want pink, but I do want a purple. Do I have a purple? Let's see. I think I have a purple. Here's a purple. I don't know how matchy that is. It's okay. All right, let's turn down the brightness again. The sun just came out and yeah, there we go. All right, so then, I mean, I could use black, but I don't really want to use black. All right, let's see what other colors do I want that's going to go. Maybe a pink. Maybe a pink. Because there is pink in that purple right there. All right, I need some kind of a green. I want this is kind of really lime. That's bright. I don't know. I might like that. And a turquoise. Here's peacock feathers or mermaid lagoon. Let's see which one looks the most. Okay, mermaid lagoon. All right, so we're going to go with that. And let's see. This purple is, I think I'll use both purples. And what else do I need? I think that's, I mean, I have some other purples here, but I think this is going to be enough. I think this is going to be enough. Well, I don't know. Maybe do I need a little cracked pistachio? Not much of this kind of green color. I kind of like this better. I kind of like this better than this. So we're going to go with that. Sorry, it keeps getting flashed out. Let's turn the brightness down a little more. I think my camera goes, well, what's all these colors? What are we going to do? All right. So, and I'm not going to use this brown. So let's put the brown over there. So I think we're going to use these colors. Okay. Let's move this off to the side. Excuse the squeaky chair. All right. Move this to the side. Let me get a piece of scratch paper up under here to ink on. Let's see what we're going to do. We're winging it. We're making this up as we go. All right, let's move this plastic. And let's see, because I'm making 2 signatures here. I just pull some of those out. Oh, that's good. All right. And this is the cover. So let's take one at a time. This isn't big enough. I need a bigger sheet of paper. Let's get something bigger. What do I have under here? There we go. Hi, Val. Anybody else I missed coming in? Thanks, everybody, for being here. So let's see what we can do with this. Let's just start with the purple. Let's see. Let me get them in kind of order so I don't duplicate them one right next to each other. So let's do this, then this, and then the blue, and then the pink, and then this, and then this. All right, so I got them kind of in order that I'm going to do them. Okay, and I don't need the brown. I don't want to do the brown. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get a purple. Get on my little. Let's see if this is going to work. I don't know how long this is going to take with the brush. If it takes too long with the brush, then what I'll do is then I'll just start inking them like this, which this may be better anyway. This may be quicker anyway. I think what I'll do is I'll start with this, and then we'll add a little bit of brushing to it to kind of blend it out just a little. But we'll get started with just enough around the edges. Because if I try to take a brush to all these, we'll be doing this for the next hour. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll take and kind of go in and just kind of smooth out, but keep it kind of, what do you call it? Distressy, because that way it looks like it's, old and medieval and distressed, and yeah. So this will be quicker too. Now, do I want to do both sides? What do y'all think? Should I do both sides? Y'all are probably going to say yes, right? Do both sides? All right. I didn't even have to ask. Even if I get one signature done with each of the colors, but... And the paper's a little, wrinkly like, because it's been wet from the dyeing process. All right, so here we go. both. Jana, duh, both sides. Well, then should I do both signatures at the same time? Do 2 purples, 2, 2 of each, because I got 2 signatures. We're going to see what this comes out to be. We're making it up as we go. All right, so there's one. Where's my other? Is this? Oh, here's the second. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just keep the signatures to the side and just kind of do this. Do them 2 at a time like this. All right, so let's do this. Hang on. I'm going to be as quick as I can, but if y'all are easily bored or find things tedious, just come back in about 30 minutes. Jane said I'm wrinkly when wet, even when dry. All right, so we're going to do both sides. Okay, now let's get the brush and just kind of get me some baby wipes because I'm going to be covered in ink on each color. We'll see what happens. I'm doing my folding clothes. Well, I never mind doing laundry. I don't know. I don't mind folding clothes or doing laundry. You'd think I wouldn't, because when we were growing up, we didn't have a dryer. We had to hang everything out on the line, and we had to iron everything. Me and my sisters, we had to iron everything, even my dad's uniforms. We had to iron everything. Back then, you had to iron everything. There was no permanent press, All right, so there we go. There's 2. All right, so we got 2. Let's see what happens. I need to make some room, though, because I'm not having any room to... There we go. That might work. All right. Purple done. Although I do have another purple. We'll see what happens by the time we get there. All right, let's move this to the back. Where do I don't have a place to put anything? Let's put this on. No, I need that. All right, let's move that to there. Okay, next is the yellow fossilized amber. So let's get, these are the thinner papers. These are 2 thinner ones. Oh, there's an extra. Is that 2 in there or 1? There's 2 in there. Okay. All right, so now let's do the fossilized amber. And this one is thinner, so I'm going to hold it I'm going to do half and half, because it's harder to ink this paper. This paper is very, very thin. And see, it's getting all over me because it does stay wet for a minute. So let's do that. Let's just test it out here. So what I'm hoping is as they build up, you're going to see all the colors in each signature. So it'll kind of look like that dragon scales. All right. Now let's flip it over and do the other side. I remember when permanent press wasn't new, it was marketed as wives' best friend. I don't remember that, Arlene, but we did have to iron everything. I mean, you didn't have to. You could just wear completely wrinkled clothes, because it's, now you can put things in a dryer. We didn't even have a dryer. So when you took things off the line outside, they were all really stiff and wrinkled, And So yeah, you had your starch, you had your ironing board, you had your steam iron. All right, so there we go. There's the second one. So here's what I'm barely going to be able to see. And then the more that's in there, the more colors you're going to see. Well, let me do this first. This one's a little trickier because the paper's so thin. I mean, you know, it just gets all, I gotta keep my baby wipes on the move. All right. Devin, is Lucy okay? You're not letting her get around any owls this week, are you? Devin went out to walk little Lucy, and there was an owl on the fence. I'm not saying it was getting ready to attack or jump or snatch up the dog, but you know, up there in Canada, you just don't know. Out there in the wilderness, she's probably in a subdivision, you know. Probably not really wilderness, but you know, that's where the owls and the hawks and the eagles, you know. I mean, I used to live in Alaska. Pets were taken. They were taken. None of ours. We had a husky, so she'd take something down out of the air if she could. All right, there we go. All right, there's two. All right, next color. I think I had a cap for this, maybe not. All right, next is the Mermaid Lagoon. Let's get a blue here. This is thicker. These papers are thicker. Is this going to be for a drawn collage or script? It's going to be Lady True North Jan sent a whole bunch of, it's going to be for this dragon Dory, like a Midori, but a dragon. And so it's going to be for this. And she sent a bunch of, hang on, I can't get it. She sent us a bunch of medieval ephemera to use. And then Lovely's Crafting, these are her papers. These are her tea dyed, coffee dyed, avocado dyed papers. So that's what we're working on. All right, let's stack this up here. Let's get a little system going. Got to have a little system. Okay. Janet's going to do watercolor today. I won't tell, and she may have already said, but she got new watercolors. I won't tell, y'all have to go over there to see what kind of watercolors and what she's going to do with them. All right, so see, I just want a little bit of mess around the edge, and then we'll go back with the brush and kind of smooth it out a little, but I want to keep it like textury and crunchy, you know, like the paper is. I want those wrinkles and that texture to show. Okay. And we'll see how far we get. I'd like to at least do one of each of the colors that we picked out because of the dragon colors. Hi, Maritza. Okay, there we go. So let's put this in one and show how it's going to look. So you'll be able to see how you just barely see each one of the colors? Let's stack it up a little neater. Like that. We'll do this for at least through one of each color. I think we probably have enough papers to get 2 of each color, but then we'll do nothing else for the next hour, except what I'm doing here. So we'll do 1 of each color. Well, I mean 2 papers, but however much that we can get done with that. Okay. It does take time to build a journal from scratch. You don't do it in 5 minutes. Hi, Mama 4. Lucy's getting by. Okay, I mean, I really didn't think that an owl did actually get her, but you did have that one owl escapade. So I wasn't sure if you were on the lookout now. There we go. Okay, put that in here. Okay, next color. Next color is the pink. The scales are from an electron microscope picture of a... Oh, okay. I need to write that down. I did not know that. That was not in the letter. So Jan said that the scales are a close-up, close-up photography of a butterfly wing. Let me write that down. Macro photography. Macro pic of butterfly wings. Okay, I wrote that down. Awesome. That's very cool, Jan. Hi, Lisa. I can't bring out my hands right now. My hands are too covered in ink. But hey, girl, hey. That is very cool. So that's very, very cool. All right, let's see. Let's put this back up under here so we can have some space. All right, let's go to the pink. Very cool, Jan. Okay, turn it over, get some on this side. So it's going to be kind of a medieval type journal with bright colors, because I want it to go with the dragon cover. And there are bright colors in the medieval ephemera too. There's bright colors in here. All right. All right, let's do this one. Do we flash? It got really dark. It goes from light to dark depending on what I throw out here on the camera. There we go. All righty. All right. Let's see how we're doing here. All right, let's do the next pink one. Hi, Dusty Unicorn. Anybody else coming in? We're making a little journal. from a combination of Lady Jan's medieval ephemera and Dragon Dory cover, and papers made by Lovely. All right, there we go. We got some around the edge. And kind of blend it in. These are just some distress oxides. There we go. Okay. So we got working on the 2 signatures. This journal is going to hold two signatures. All right, pink. Oops. Next is, move my papers, I can't get, here we go, is the Citron Green. Okay. We've got 3 colors left, and then we're gonna stop on the inking and just put them together and see what else we can do. Okay. Oh, we used to ink like this all the time in scrapbooking days. We didn't have any of these either. We had the little foamy blending tools, but we would just direct to paper is what it's called. Direct to paper is the technique it's called. Now you can be a little neater and be a little more careful and just get a little bit of edge, but I want kind of a lot on the edges because I want it to kind of show. Let's put a little more. Okay, let me go ahead and ink both of them. And about 11 o'clock, I need to go. Hubster made an awesome roast in the crock pot. I need to go pull it out of the refrigerator and put it back in the crock pot to heat up while before he gets home for lunch. So at 11, I'm going to do that. Okay. Oh, gotta ink them. Gotta run down there and do that. It was a good roast. And then I made mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts. It was good. And tomorrow I got, like I said, we got the carpet cleaners coming and the power washing of the driveway. I'll see how those are going to match up. We'll have to get with Hubster on changing the power washing the driveway guy to come another day because I want my carpets clean before my sister gets here. There's not a lot of carpet in the house, upstairs in the bedrooms and this room, but I keep another carpet under my chair. So to keep the carpet, the actual carpet, to keep the carpet clean, I have a rug under my chair. But so this room doesn't really need carpet cleaning since the last time. But I want to do the bedrooms, the stairs, and the library has carpet. But the rest of the house has hardwood, so I don't need, it's not that much. It's not that much to get done. But I can't have the driveway guy here at the same time. All right, so let's see. Got the greens. Okay. So that and this. All right, it's looking good. Look at that. Can you see all the colors? All right, 2 more. We have a cracked pistachio and a different shade of purple. I don't know. That's too much the same. I think I'm going to not do this purple. Maybe we can do another color. Let's do this one, then I'll pick another color. This one's that thin paper. I want to do these thicker papers. And we still have a couple left, so this will be good. We're just going to do this one. All right, let's do this one. Here we go. Thank you, Devin. It just takes a minute. It takes a minute. I don't know if I have a nice dark, like an orange. Oh, I did put that away. I was going to do the rusty hinge because it's the orangey color. So yeah, we are going to do that color too. We'll do this color and rusty hinge and we'll be done with the inking. Almost there. Yeah, I think I want the rusty hinge to be the next color and then this to be the center color. So we'll get these last sets done. All right. Not really saying much, but neither are y'all. Are y'all working on something? And thanks everybody, lurkers. Thanks everybody up in the balcony. I know this is kind of repetitive, but to make a journal from scratch, you get to see what it's like. And I'll show y'all again in a minute, well, in a few minutes, the Lemur page we did at the beginning in my other journal, my red Dilutions journal. Well, it's red because I painted it. It doesn't come that way. But we're supposed to have beautiful weather all week. So my sister driving in from Texas will have good weather. I think there's a little rain in Mississippi now, but by the time she's headed that way, it shouldn't be an issue. All right, so let's see. Now let's do the Distress Oxide because I want that to be the next one. So 2 more papers. 1, 2. And I only got a couple left, like 4 left. So we'll just put those to the side. Let's go ahead and ink these. And then, because I want these to be the center. So let's do the Distress Oxides. And yeah, so we got them all inked. Because this is an orange color. Like a sienna orangey color, which is in the eyes there, see? But I will get back to my reading and give you all some new book reviews or book reports, probably next week or the week after. Oh, no, an orange color. And I'll go wash my hands really well and get out the crock pot, turn that back on, and then we'll come back and add some of this medieval ephemera, and we'll see what else we'll do. Is that you, Linda? I think I did. Thanks everybody for being here, and thanks guys for the super chats. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put the orange in next, and then the cracked pistachio in last. So look, right? Okay, let's do this last one. And Janet streams at 1. Anybody else want to announce when they're streaming? Feel free to announce when you're streaming. Alrighty. We did this pretty quickly, considering. All right, did I do both sides? Yeah. All right, so then we'll do this one and this one. And now I want to put them in the, I hope I cut them down enough to make them fit. I think I did. Okay. So there's 1. 2. These are 2 signatures, see? And it sticks out just enough to see the colors, which is what I wanted. That's very cool, right? The colors. Let's make that back one stick out just a little more. There we go. Let me do a little flip, see if I can flip it. Probably have to flip it this way. Very cool. Hi, Sandra. Sandra, I thought you were on the way to Australia. Thanks, Elisa. I thought you were on your way to Australia. Not yet, Sandra. I missed your last stream because Denise was here. And then I'm going to use this doubled around to hold it. Okay, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're going to do some stuff in it, right? So let me just put something heavy here. Let me just put this on it because it's not going to stay closed right now. What color is the purple? The purple was Dusty Concord. I think that was it. No. It was Villainous Potion. I didn't use the second purple because I didn't want, it's too much the same. So the purple I used was Villainous Potion. That's the purple. Okay, so I'm going to set this here. I'm going to do a BRB. I'm going to go wash my hands. Get the crock pot out real quick. Give me about 2 minutes. You'll have to hide that from Denise. Hide something from Denise. What do I need to hide from Denise? The journal? I'm not sure. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Give me just a minute. Then we'll put some of the ephemera in that Jan sent. Let me see where my cat is. I don't want my cat in any paint. I don't see her. Be right back. Okay. Got my hands pretty clean. Let's see. Let me go back and see when Xander's supposed to be going to Oz. Hi, Judy-O. Okay, I don't know when she's going to. I'm not sure when she's going to Australia, but she's going to go meet Jen Oz, on the 2nd and 3rd. That's going to be awesome. Scrolling. Did I say hi to you, Kat? Yeah, I said hi to you. All right. Let's see what we're going to add to this. Looks very cool. I mean, a piece of chocolate. I see you, baby. Can't come up. There's no room for you. Not an inch. Okay, so I do like this Leonardo paper. I'm going to take the first thing. I'm going to take the signature out of the book. Let me put a clip on this to hold it. Let's see. Oh, I know what this green one. I like this green fuzzy one. That's good, right? It has to, get worn down because it's not. I'll have to, really work the spine to keep it to close. But I do like. So I'm going to work in this one signature here. I do like this Leonardo paper. So do I want to put a base? I got to think of how I want to do this now. I got to think about this. Do I want this to be like mixed media painty? Do I want it to be like our, let me grab it here. Like the, hang on, I'm looking, I'm digging. Like the Art Nouveau, this type. I'm thinking it just might need to be something like this type of journal with stencil and papers and ephemera. I'm thinking it needs to be something like this kind of thing, and then I can use the colors. I mean, they already have some texture and some design on them from the staining process of the tea dye and the coffee dye. I'm eating mango pickle with, and I'm sorry, Hermie, that doesn't sound good to me. I don't know. So I'm thinking something like this type of journal, I see you, baby. She's just sitting down there just staring at me. But the only place up here on my desk is this right here. This is the only place on my desk. So there's just no room. But I can move this. Oh my gosh. And I can get it. If I need to do any more inking, we can do it with a smaller piece of paper. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking something like that too. Plus, I do have, all this, and then I have her, I probably want her letter in here. I need to probably cut the letter down if it's going to fit. I'm going to have to cut her letter down to put in the back of the, put in one of the signatures. And plus I've got the Roslyn Chapel, this brochure, and here's the other one. And these. And where's my other? Oh, I can't find nothing up here. Move, baby. Sorry. This brochure. Hang on, guys. I'm digging through. Got the ginkgo leaf. This is a lot to try to work through in 3 hours. We got 30 minutes left. We're not getting a lot done, are we? This just took a while. But I did want to make sure if y'all missed it, to see, and I did varnish it. The lemur, I painted over the lemurs, and did this background, and the varnish is wet, so I just thought I'd show it to you one more time. So we did that at the beginning. All right, let's see. All right, starting with this. We'll have to cut this down. And let's see here. Do I want just a piece of this here? Maybe. I think I'm just going to cut it. Just going to cut this down. Trim. And we might get out some more ink, or the ink again. We'll be doing smaller pieces at a time. So I like this little bit right there. Like this. And let's see what else we got here. I don't know what, I haven't really had a chance. I just got this on Saturday, and I haven't had a chance to really study it, look at it, decide anything. So it's kind of flying by the seat of my pants. All right, so I'm going to like this little guy here. So I'm just going to build up a page. We might get 2 pages done. And I'm going to do some stenciling in the background. Maybe some, do I want to do gold? No. I gotta let the paint dry if I do gold. So we can't do that. We got to use ink. Here's some of, we'll try. I got a whole little pack of stencils here from different times that I bought stencils, and I just put them in an envelope to kind of contain them. All right, and then I'm liking the purple there, and I'm probably going to want some of the, I think I'm going to use some of the brown, just the tea dye, or no, vintage photo. No, I need the purple. I think I do. Let's see. We'll match the page to the, stencil. So I'm just going to leave it in the book. So let's just do a little. Do a little stenciling, front and back. Might as well do the 2 at the same time. Just to give it a little something, something, you know. This is the part where you should be, you know, like chilling and just thinking and not rushing, but I'm trying to think of what other things I might like besides these pages. This one doesn't need inking. Maybe this does. I'm going to ink a little bit around the edge. I think I have enough purple on here just to, I don't know that it really shows, but just gives it a little bit of a shadow. A little bit of a shadow around the edge. All right. Our little guy here. I think I'm going to trim this down just a little bit more. We could get some, I could stamp. You know, we could get some stamps out, but you know, we're running out of time. This all takes some time. And I like this. I need to pin this shut. Let's get another paper clip. Either that or I'll have to take them out of the signature. There we go. Right. I think I might want some little leaves in here. Okay, this is distracting me. I'm going to have to find another, or I'll just take it out of the book because it's too distracting. All right, so we want this. I think I want some gold. I could use some washi tape. I'm going to look for a second. Gotta dig just a little bit. Where's my gold? I have some leaf. So a roll of leaf. If I can find it. I think it's over here. Here we go. I like some of this. And maybe some of this. No, that's too modern. Here we go. Maybe some of this washi tape that has faux burnt edges on it. I don't know. We'll have to see what it is. The other one had like modern day newspaper. And let's see. I'm digging. Do I want maybe something like a compass rose? I'm just digging through some of my ephemera. We have these little things too. Little leaves and little what do you call it? Vellum. Little vellum. Hi, Tina. Did you get your journal page? Tina, did you get your journal page? Oh, this one's good. This is kind of like green. Unless you told me and I forgot. I like these little vellum things. Just a couple's probably enough. What else do I want? I'm just digging through my stuff. Little pieces of paper and things. You did? Okay, good. All right. Let's see here. So I like some of this. Just a little piece of gold leaf. Gold leaf. I do have gold leaf somewhere around here. Let's see. Let's ink this edge. Let's get my purple back again. Maybe let's do some of the oxide. This rusty hinge, the orange, because it got some orange in here, so that'll be good. I know y'all probably can't tell anything I'm doing. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to rush. Let's be honest. I'm trying to hurry because we're running out of time. All right. So we got this. No, I like that on top. I like it there. No, there. Look at this. Can't see any of the, what do you call it if I put it there? I'm going to trim this down just a little more. I want my compass rose there. Yeah, I want it on top. Talking out loud, talking to myself, talking out loud. And then I got these little vellum thingies. I don't know that I need them because they're not going to show up. Let's see, what else do I have here? Another piece. I don't think I need any more of this right here. It's kind of small. So we'll just set this over here for the next thing. Do I like this way? Do I like it this way? I think I want it this way because then you can see a little bit more of the, little bit of the stencil. I want to see a little bit of the stencil, you know. And then we'll put the gold leaf on there. All right, we're going to just roll with that. Okay, so I'm going to start with some glue stick on the back of this. And I might pick another little piece of something off the what do you call it? Medieval papers. Let's use a glue stick on this. And I'll use this. I still don't know why they ever called it art glitter glue. There's no glitter in it. That's what threw me for the longest time with this art glitter glue, because there's no glitter in it. But it glues really fast, and it's very, with the tip, it's very thin. You can get a tiny, tiny little bead of it. Like that. And this paper's thick enough that I'm not going to get bumps and lumps. So let's see, do I want that up here? I think I want that right there. Now, let's look at this washi tape. I haven't used this roll yet. And it's made to look like it's got burnt edges, but let's look at it here. Where's the edge? I'm just going to take it off the thing. All right, let's see. Just a little bit there. I don't trust washi tape, so I will be putting some glue on here, because I don't ever trust it to really stay stuck. So I'll put some. That. Maybe it's glue for glitter. Maybe. I don't know. Everybody uses it. I've seen it been used for the longest time. But I never thought to buy any, because I thought, I don't want any glitter in my glue. And then it dawned on me, oh, that's not what it is. Now let me put the pin, and you do have to keep a pin in the tip if you're going to, keep the metal tip on there. But I want to look through some more of this before I glue down this leaf here. So let me see here. I'm liking a piece of this, I think. Or maybe even that. Kind of looks like it goes with him. But it's too matchy. So let's do this. Let's go with this. I do love these little images from I know they're from a clip art book. I don't remember the name of it, but I've been around clip art books forever, and that's how I recognize it. Where's my little pair of scissors there? And I know y'all probably can't, so maybe I should be zoomed in a little so y'all could see a little better. Try to zoom in and out so that everything is clear. They might mean that you put, yeah, maybe. All right, so I'm going to use this. And I'm going to use, I'm going to put Jan's letter in this book and her postcards and her other stuff that she's sent. I'm going to add it to this journal. Well, I don't know if there's a pen in it yet because I'm getting ready to use it on this. Okay, so here we go. Right here. Now, do I want it on this side? Do I want it on this side? Let me look at it for a minute. I'm leaning toward this side. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cut off one leaf. All right, now when you use these leaves like this it's like a ribbon, but it really is rolly. You have to put some glue on literally every single leaf and the stem, or it will just curl back up. It'll just curl right off if you don't glue down each leaf. So you just got to kind of finagle it. You got to kind of hold it and just kind of, while you're working it. Hi, Goldie. Anybody else I'm missing coming in? Okay, that might need a little. Yeah, that's going to need a little bit more. All right, let's see what else I might want in here or on it. I have a lot of these. These are good to keep for stamping with, but I have a lot of these already, but they're good for stamping. Well, maybe we should we stamp something on here? No. All right, tempting. All right, let's see what else. Could use a little something right here. Let me look. So this is what this is going to be, like this, in our Dragon Dory. Here's the cover, which Jan said this is a close-up of butterfly wings. And so I have enough. I made the 2 signatures out of Lovely's tea-dyed, coffee-dyed papers. We inked all the edges, so we have 2 signatures made and ready to go. I have this just to keep it closed here. So, oh, you know what I need to put in there? I want to put some of this. I want to put this Lovely's kind of doily thing in there somehow on the back or something, back page, I don't know, or inside, maybe in the middle, where it'd be safe. But make some kind of a pocket. I have to cut it, but make some kind of a pocket because, I got Jan's, I'm not going to do it right now. Jan's, postcards and stuff. And then she sent this ephemera book. I wish I had some way to use it. But it's like already made. It's like a book already made. But I might do something with it. I don't know. Maybe I might deconstruct it. Like here's a pocket right here, an envelope. I don't know. Maybe I'll take it apart. I might take it apart, Jan. All right. So let's see. Do you have a real wax? Oh, yes. I got lots of real wax seals. Do you want me to take a minute and do a wax seal? All right, we'll do that then. I need to, I need another paper clip is what I need. Hang on. All right, let me make a little room here. Got to make a little space. I will be cleaning up not only the rest of the house, ready for my sister, but my room here too. I am getting ready for my sister's visit. So let's see. All right, making some room. We will do a wax. We'll do a wax seal. How about that? Move the piles all the way over there. All right, let's turn the brightness down again. Now I am going to have to get up under the table here. I'm going to have to go up under here and get my wax stuff out. Let's see where first I got to Jenga out everything that's in the way, like my cutter, some other stamp stuff. Let me see here. Where is it? All right, I'm going under the table. Hang on. I got to get to my wax seal stuff. Oh, can I get this out? Come on. Pretty sure it's in here. Oh, I don't know if I can get to it. Hang on. I got to move no, baby, no. Damn. I got to move a bunch of journals. Hang on. This may or may not happen. Hang on. I got to the, I was trying to get to this tub here. All right. All right, Devin wants to know if I got wax seal stuff. All right. Hang on. I got stuff, Devin. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen me do anything with wax seals before. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got 15 minutes. What can we do in 15 minutes? All right. Here's my seals. Here's my wax seals. There's an alphabet and all these. Then we have all our discs. We have the kind that you use in a glue stick. I'm not doing that, but I do have the glue stick type of wax seals. Plus I have the kind that you just melt. These kind of wax seals, which I should probably just use this, because to get out my this thing here with the little spoons, this is going to take a minute. This will take a minute to heat all this up, but I can do just a plain wax seal like with one of these. Let's get the purple. Should we do the purple, because we're on the purple page? And this is what you use, these little discs in the little spoons. Okay, so let's see here. Feather. Should I put a feather on it? Maybe. Let's see. Lady Jan sent me a feather, but I don't want to use her feather on here. Let's see here. Do I want one of these? Do I want a purple? That's kind of a blue purple. Maybe let's see. I totally forgot what the cover looked. What's the cover look like again? Here we go. Maybe with the purple, let's do this orange one, maybe. Purple and orange. That's gonna look so Halloween. Well, I'm gonna go with let's just go with the purple. There we go. With the purple wax. We probably should use a gold wax with the purple feather, but we'll go with this. All right, let me put the feathers away, because you know who is right down here on the floor. All right, so we're going to go with that. What seal do we want? Let's see, there's a bee. We'll do the bee. I could use the ink feather and the ink thing. Yeah, let's see. I'll take the bee though, but let's just go with that one. All right, let me just move this onto the floor until we get done. Oh my gosh, so much on. All righty, let's see. Now, wax. Do I have some matches in here? Probably not. All right. Let me go downstairs and get the big lighter thing, that you light the stove or the. Hang on, gotta go get a lighter. Okay. One of these things. Right now, we'll need to clip this down here. Put it right here with the feather. Let's do the feather that way. I'm worn out. I am worn out. All right, let's melt some. I haven't used this one in forever. I hope it's still going to light for me. Come on, I know there's a wick in there somewhere. There we go. I can put some gold. I still have probably a little bit of gold paint over there. I can do a little rub and buff type action. It's going to take a minute to melt. Melt enough to put my seal in. Give it a minute. See, if I use those little spoons, the little scooper things, then I could just pour out enough. Uh-oh. Then I could just pour out enough to do a seal. But when you do it this way, you got to let it drip. Did you turn on? Yes, I did turn on the rose. Thank you, Janet. When I went to wash my hands, I turned on the rose. Okay, is that going to be enough? Maybe a little more. Come on, don't go out yet. A little bit more. Don't know if that's going to be enough. I'm going to try it, though. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, let me put a wet baby wipe on this. Who's texting me? All right, let's make sure that the wick is out. Oh, yeah, yes, I turned on the rose. All right, so make sure it's cold. You know, we don't want to put any wet, hot, burning wax away. Just give that just a second. All right, let's see. Another minute, another second. And then where's my paint that I used this morning? Here's that gold paint. Those are the gold paint we used this morning to stencil. Let's see if this is done. Okay. I think. Okay. All right. We need to be using this more often. All right, I'm just going to get a little tiny bit of paint. I have gold rub and buff, but I don't know where it is right this second. So I'm just going to use the gold paint. There we go. So you see the little ink well and the feather? All right, Devin. There you go, Devin. Oh, yeah, I'll zoom in. There we go. There. So yeah, just put a little bit of gold paint. Like I said, I have some rub and buff, but this is fine. All right, so does it need anything else? So it's going to end up going in the Dory here. Let's put this in here. That'll be page 1. So it's got 2 signatures that we inked them exactly the same. You know, purple, the mustard yellow, the teal, the pink, the lime green, the orange color, and then this aqua. So, and then there's 2 of those, 2 signatures. And yeah. So there's our little dragon Dory with which I got I don't know what I did with it. It's here somewhere. The purple or the blue tie thing here. Did I get a knot in it now? There we go. Got some strings there. So thanks, Jan, for the dragon Dory. Let's cut some of these strings off. All right, there we go. So then this will be tied around here. And there's our little dragon Dory. And thanks, Lovely, for the lovely papers. And we inked those, and there's our page. So yeah, it was quick. It was a fast one, but I think we made a little progress and did a quick page with a wax seal. You're welcome. So don't forget, Janet comes on at 1, about an hour and a half. She's going to be doing some watercolor with some new watercolors. Last I heard, unless she changed her mind in stream here and I didn't see it, but last I talked to her. And then, I'll go through here and cut cut these things out and cut them down. And we'll have a nice page, a book that we'll make into like this Art Nouveau book. This is all Art Nouveau themed book, and we'll do this one as a medieval themed book and maybe put some quotes and things like we have in here. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. And finishing up our this. Let me back out again. It's still wet, so I can't just there we go. So these two things should make this a thumbnail. Although I like the dragon eye there, I think I'll just do it like this. Let's just do a thumbnail of this with some of this. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take out now that's set. So anybody else want to tell us what you're going to do this week or today or no, that's not on. Stream-wise, anybody? Bueller. Yeah, Bueller. There we go. Oh, thanks, Joanne. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It was like a little rushed, but that's usually the case when you try to do something from scratch, in a couple of hours. All right. Hi, Sharon. Goldie. I said hi to Goldie. Vale. Anybody I missed coming in? Thanks. Thank you. And thanks. Yes, and I got a workout. Yes. All right, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you at Janet's in an hour and a half. All right, guys. Bye.